What's up, UConn fans? Mediocre Dan here, back with more game preview breakdown videos for this coming season, where I'll be taking a look at all of our opponents, giving you guys a scouting report this year with an assist from our friends over at Shot Quality, the best data and analytics in basketball. Excited to be working with them, getting access to their data for this upcoming season to help really vamp up these preview breakdown videos. But today's video is going to be a special one, taking a look at our very own 2023-2024 UConn Huskies squad as they look to defend their national title. There's a lot of question marks coming into this year, a lot of production to be filled as guys like Jordan Hawkins, Adama Sanogo, and Andre Jackson Jr. head off to the NBA. Joey California has graduated, and Naheim Alleyne has transferred to Big East rival St. John's. Where are we going to find production? Don't worry, we have a fantastic freshman class coming in with 5 studs, as well as a key impact transfer in Cam Spencer for this year. You know, Dan Hurley has mentioned coming into this season that this might potentially be the best offense that he has coached in his tenure at UConn, and looks for it to be one of the most elite offenses in basketball this year. As he embraces that modern offensive basketball style, it's important that we have efficiency at the hoop, we have the ability to create spacing for three-pointers, and that we're able to slash and cut for easy layups with our guards and wings. Now, there's a lot of production, like I said, to be replaced from last year's team. Our sets ended in Jordan Hawkins' three-point attempts or Sanogo post-ups at the rim. Those were our 4 most voluminous, I guess would be the word, attempts last year, with sets ending with either a Hawkins three-pointer or Sanogo posting up from the left or right block. So we need to find guys who can replace that, which we'll talk about in just a second. And then from an efficiency standpoint, some of our best plays was Andre Jackson Jr. cutting to the hoop at an insane 1.62 shot quality points per possession. That was in the 100th percentile, the tops among all of college basketball. But do not worry, we have guys on the roster that can fill all of those shoes. Let's start by talking about an impact transfer in Cam Spencer, a three-point weapon, but also brings another dynamic to the offense. So last year at Rutgers, Cam Spencer shot an insane 1.37 points per possession on open three-pointers. To give you some context, sweet shooting Jordan Hawkins was at 1.27 points per possession on those shots, and Alex Caravan not far behind at 1.2. So Spencer actually did it a little bit better. I know he doesn't necessarily have maybe the elite athleticism that a guy like Jordan Hawkins has, but he has a great stroke. And in the spacing of our offense should thrive this year. Another layer that he brings to us is the ability to drive to the hoop and actually create his own shot, something that will keep the defenses honest. If they come out too hard on him, he could pull the ball up, get to the rim. He was more efficient getting to the hoop than any player we had on a drive, on any player we had on the team last year. The most efficient we had was Tristan Newton at 0.96 points per possession, which, by the way, I think was skewed a little bit. He struggled coming into the Big East this year with the physicality of Big East play. We could talk about the refs and kind of what fouls were called or weren't called last year. I think probably affected his ability to drive efficiently to the hoop. But I'm looking for him to also step up in that category and add another layer to our offense that was missing last year. You know, we had a great offense last year, but that ability to have an elite driver to the hoop to create their own shot is something that we missed. And I think we actually have a couple guys on the team this year who could fill up the stat sheet doing that. And Newton's one. He, like I said, struggled early in the Big East play last year. I know a lot of fans got on him hard. I love Tristan Newton. I think he was my favorite player on the squad of last year. Just so calm, cool, and confident in everything he does, and he can fill up the stat sheet in any way. But as the season went on, he really started to come into his own, had a fantastic March for us. I thought he played fantastically at the NBA Combine. I was a little surprised that he didn't get more of a look from the NBA teams, but super glad he decided to come back. And I think all of the numbers that he put up last year, he's going to beat this year, whether it's from distributing the ball, getting rebounds, scoring the ball. I think he has a fantastic stroke. He's extended his range on the three-pointer. He's going to show us more of his ability to get to the hoop as well. Now, some of the freshmen that we have coming in, super excited for guys like Stephon Castle. He is known as a guy who can get to the hoop, create his own shot. The three-pointer, we'll see what he can bring there. We don't necessarily need him to be a three-point weapon for us this coming year. If he can shoot at 30 per center higher, that will be more than enough to keep defenses honest and really help us with our spacing. And then looking for the athleticism from guys like Solo Ball, his ability. People have already compared him to Andre Jackson, which we've seen in the open practices and some of the videos that they've shared of the team. He'll give us that dimension and partially be able to replace some of what Jackson brought to us, and the ability to cut and slash and get to the hoop through those open spaces we're creating in the offense this year. Now, another thing that's going to be really exciting is going to be our center tandem. Samson Johnson, a guy who Hurley has raved about, called him a potential wall player, which means a lottery pick at UConn, really hasn't had an opportunity to shine through his first 2 years on the team. Injuries have derailed him. He got stuck behind a fantastic front court for UConn last year, and this is going to be the breakout year for him. I can feel it. He's already had very rave reviews from our secret scrimmages. The staff has continued to talk him up. His confidence is high, and he has a lot of ability to do a lot of creative different things that maybe our center tandem didn't necessarily have the ability to do last year. Both him and Clingan can shoot the three-point ball. Again, we're not looking for them to be 40% three-point shooters on volume, but if they can shoot at 30% from the outside, they could even shoot at 33% from the outside. That would be very, very good for our offensive spacing for the team this coming year. So, obviously Clingan's going to be taking, we haven't mentioned him much, but I think everyone's expecting Clingan to step into Sanogo's shoes and provide an impact on both sides of the ball. I mean, he was one of the best players in college basketball last year and only got 13.7 minutes per game. At 26 to 30 minutes per game, he should be a beast. I think the media is sleeping on him, not having him among the top centers in the country. I know it's the year of the center with guys like Hunter Dickinson, who we'll see this year, Bacot, who we'll see this year, Edey, maybe we'll get to see at some point this year in the tournament. That would be a really fun matchup between him and Clingan. But I think the national media is sleeping on Clingan. Us fans, we know that what he's going to bring. He's going to be a potential lottery pick next season alongside Stephon Castle. So, there's a lot of pieces and a lot of question marks and things to be replaced for this coming season. But if you look at the data and you look at the numbers and who we're bringing in and their abilities to space, and I can see why Hurley is high on the offense for this year. So November 6th, banner night, can't get here soon enough. Can't wait for the college basketball season to start. Thank you for everyone who's checked out all of my videos last year. Look forward to bringing you more great content this year. If you have questions or want specific things answered with shot quality data for any of our opponents or our own team, feel free to reach out. We'll see what we can do to pull some of that data and information for you. Make sure that you are subscribed if you're watching this on YouTube. Give me a follow over on Twitter/X at It's Mediocre Dan. We have more great content, like I said, coming to you this year. Thank you, Shot Quality, for the assist. Looking forward to working with you guys all season. Thanks, everyone. See you soon with the Northern Arizona breakdown video.